This is Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance, and we are joined by Joe Santoro. He is the mayor of Glendora, and as you may know, on January 16th, Glendora faced the Colby fire, a devastating incident. 5 homes completely destroyed, 9 severely damaged. Fortunately, no loss of life. But sir, how are you doing? How's your community doing?
Our community's recovering from it. Of course, it was probably one of the most traumatic incidents that have happened to us since 1969, when there was another fire in the same area.
I know that you're the mayor for everyone of Glendora, but I can only imagine you were particularly spooked when you received a call from one particular constituent, that being your son.
Right.
And the fire came right up to the end of his road on Rainbow Drive.
Correct.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, he was getting up and getting ready to go to work, and he walked out to his car, saw the fire, and his words were, there is a huge fire up here in the foothills. And at that exact time, I received an email from the city.
Right.
And
this was 5:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
Right.
Then as I was coming into City Hall, I was traveling on Foothill Boulevard, and I was looking up into the foothills. At that time, it looked like the whole neighborhood below the foothills was on fire. It was so intense.
I can only imagine. The silver lining is the fire department predicted that up to how many homes could have been destroyed?
They said they had the potential of 200 homes being destroyed.
So it could have been a lot worse. That doesn't make it better for the 14 homes that were either completely destroyed or severely damaged. Right. Do you have a sense as to how those Glendorans are doing?
No, I know that we've been working with them, talking to them. We've had 3 different community meetings for different people who live up in that area, advising them of some opportunities and resources that they can go to for help. And to get additional, like for example, while they're rebuilding their home or fixing their home, there's an opportunity to get their taxes stopped,
oh, I understand,
home taxes stopped until they complete the restoration or whatever.
At the same time, I know that you were so touched and pleased by how many sister fire departments and other agencies came to your aid. Tell us about that.
It was absolutely wonderful. We have the county fire department as our fire service provider, and then our local police department. Well, they initially responded and assessed it. And fortunately, they're good planners. They did a wonderful job of planning because it was already what they call a red flag alert. That means that they had additional people on staff in case of a fire, and then they had 3 helicopters, water dropping helicopters on call. And so when the fire hit, they immediately activated everything. And fortunately for us, there were no other fires in LA County or in the area. The fire service had these 3 helicopters that they could immediately put up. Ultimately, we had 8 helicopters and 2 super scoopers fighting the fire, and 852 firefighters on the line from 48 different fire agencies and law enforcement agencies, from as far south as Oceanside to as far north as Santa Barbara.
It's very touching and very emotional to think about. Right now, though, Glendora is looking at the risk of mudslides. I mean, we're in a drought, so I don't know if that will happen, but be that as it may, this is one community that does not want rain.
Yeah, right now we're probably the only community in California saying we don't want any rain right now, because we're planning, since the day this fire was put out, our city staff, our city manager has been working with the National Forest Service, with the federal government to assess the hillsides and what we can expect in the future in the event of a serious rain. Right. And right now we're planning for that, putting in different systems to be able to counter that process.
Well, I'm glad that your community is recovering. We send you only our very best. His name is Joe Santoro. He is the mayor of Glendora. My name is Brad Pomerance. You've been watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition.